order for the entire KML, or we're gonna be temporarily in the capable hands of Mr. Cons, affectionately known as KML2, being his producer probably for the next couple of sets, and we are gonna see. Vayne's pulling out the Wolf. Okay, and Drewtwo's Brawler. Okay. This is not what I expected. I have seen Drewtwo's Brawler before. I've known Vayne to have other characters, but like I've only seen it one other time. So I'm very intrigued to see how this plays out.
I'm very intrigued. I'm already intrigued because I'm seeing that we're running Axe Kick Brawler, and that's definitely like one of the most niche Brawler builds of them. You know, Thrupper has for a long while now sort of been like the go-to for a lot of people, most of the like top Brawler players. And then of course, you know, there's the niche echelon of people who are figuring out that Helicopter Kick is also kind of broken. Axe Kick though is, of the three, the most niche because it's more so just kind of damage output and like occasional cheese in very specific setups on ledge.
Yeah, it's definitely.
So I mean, it's definitely unique. From what I can tell so far, it's shot put, axe kick. We had suplex, and I don't know what the down B is. Yeah. I assume if they're running suplex, down B's probably flip kick.
I think I've seen Drewtwo run flip kick pretty frequently. We'll see the confirmation once we see the character select screen again, but yeah, it's a lot of the brawlers in region, whether main or secondary, run the similar movesets because they all know like kind of what you're saying, like more of the moves more than not like play to more situational strengths than others do, especially at with how the characters in this game are. But
I mean, I do think that Axe Kick has its like merits.
It does.
I think it's like it's not a bad move. I just feel like between that, it's the only one of the upbees that isn't like a crazy early burst kill move that you can combo into out of down throw. So it's definitely like less utilized, but I do think there is utilization for it. It's I would say almost the most honest of the three, which I say very loosely because this is not an honest character.
No, I understand exactly what you're saying. I've seen a lot of like slashy and those brawlers too, and like the type of brawlers is just like thrive on every degree of aggression possible and just like clipping, getting every kind of mileage out of all the moves.
Well, again, I feel like Brawler, just as a character, has a very strong lineup. The only move of Brawlers that I think is kind of worthless, and even then, I say it very loosely, is like head-on assault.
Yeah, that's
because it's basically Bowser down B, and even then, that move kills like really early.
Yeah,
so
that's universally like the one that like all of them were like, it's all right, but
pretty much It's a goofy option, and if you don't know how to play against it and aren't respecting it, you'll die to it. But for the most part, you'll never see it used because every other brawler would rather run flip kick. Speaking of, even like outside the specials though, you still got that Fox up smash going on. That really fast, really strong up smash out of shield just is a great option to go for. That's going to be what's closing out our game at #1.
Yep. So we'll see. Looks like Town's the answer from Vayne.
Definitely a solid pick here. I am just fundamentally against B Brawler. It's good unless the B Brawler's running Heli Kick. But
yeah, 1-3-1-2 is the moveset.
1-3-1-2.
All right, and Vayne's going to Sephiroth.
Okay.
Yeah. Granted, that game one was pretty close, but I think
it was. But I think having the sword and just being able to wall out
Mazamuze and just how all over the place Sephiroth is, I think, is going to give Drewtwo a lot more to deal with.
You got to remember, though, this is a very light character. We've established that before. That his weight is very funky. So you're going to be dying to some very goofy and very unfortunate stuff.
And you've got a lot else going on, too, not just with the Masamuza. You've got Shadow Flare, and you've got One Wing, which is a buff, and then you've got the counter. So plenty of things to keep Drewtwo on his toes.
Oh, definitely. Like, I mean, I definitely think this is a good pick. I don't think Brawler has it as easy against sorties in general, just because most of his hitboxes are extremely stumpy. Like, he doesn't have disjoints by any at all. The closest thing he has to a disjoint is like his projectile, and that's a projectile, not a disjoint. So you really can't contest it a lot. It's a lot of very slowly, very surely working your way in to try to find those openings, which so far Drewtwo's been doing a pretty good job at doing. He has the percentage lead, so obviously he's finding his openings and he's taking full advantage of that phenomenal ability that Brawler has.
That's
even getting the first lock.
That trade going in Drewtwo's favor is absolutely huge, because like we were about to tell you all, Sephiroth had wing and rage, so.
Yeah, exactly. And the
good
spike
Lord.
with the up there. Like I said, this is the most honest of the upbeats. I also said take it with a grain of salt for a reason. My God, because it is an incredibly strong spike, and we're seeing him looking for it even again there. I can't even blame him. Drewtwo with some incredible momentum behind him right now.
Absolutely. Maybe we get more of it too. Now he has still has a 2-stock advantage.
Yeah, and again, the fact that he has suplex on this build is so scary, man. Like, my God, it is very frightening having to deal with Brawler's mobility in general, let alone his mobility when he has a command grab.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
If y'all know about command grabs in this game, they're
pretty good.
Yeah, they're very nice to have.
They're pretty good because shielding is very good in this game, just in general. It's like a very good anti-mash protection, and shields are pretty strong. It's not the easiest to get shield break setups. So having command grabs is huge for various reasons. Right now we're seeing LostVayne, kind of struggling to keep his footing. He does have wings still, so it can make some pretty crazy stuff happen, but I don't know how much longer he's going to have that wing for. He's also, again, at 121% on Town and City against Brawler. One well-placed back air will do it at this point. Looking for the up smash as well, so you got to be careful with how you are anywhere near him. Any
very good straight hit will do it, and tried for the medium flare right there, but unfortunately not gonna air dodge, couldn't do it. So a little trader right there, counter. Very nice awareness there from Drewtwo. Probably knew what he was gonna throw out and patiently waiting, spacing, throws out the back air to go up 2-0.
Yeah, it's awkward being down in that position, especially having to, when you're down 3 stocks to 1, you kind of inevitably have to give up your early win condition.
You really do.
Because when you're in that position, you end up being forced out of having your one wing, and then it puts you in an awkward position where you have to play the game as honestly as Sephiroth is.
Yeah. Vayne kind of going across the character board here. No, if he's just like figuring out like I don't want to.
Ganon.
It was like
you see the shock from Drewtwo.
Bro, like come on, you're not entirely cooked, man. Come on.
They're having a good time though. Yeah. You love the energy.
Yeah, it's good.
And again, that's the other great thing about Arcadians, man. It's always like a chill bracket for the most part. People are here to have a good time. It's not like a major where somebody's livelihood is on the line. It's just a fun time. It's a competitive showcase.
Yeah, it's unique. Like definitely, like there is a lot at stake, but at times where you get the thing of like, unfortunately, only one can win. You sometimes find yourself in these spots where it's like, yeah, it was a good run. Let's end it on a lighthearted note.
Again, I just love the camaraderie between players, man. I like that people are like homies before competitors, and I love seeing that between people. Just people who can recognize that, hey, yes, this is a competition. Yes, we're fighting against each other, but at the same time, we're also like both here because we really enjoy playing this game and want to play against each other. And that's really what makes this so special.
Yeah, that's a good way to go on that.
Now, of course, I'm sitting here saying this like it's an obituary, like the set is over. The set is not over yet.
No, by all means, it's not.
By any metric, like this is, Brawler is a very edge-guardable character. We're still dealing with Sephiroth, who is a very privileged character in various regards. So there's a whole lot in store for both these players as things progress here. Our monitor went out again, but unfortunately we have like the peripheral of the production monitor on the side, so we can still see things occasionally.
Yeah, KML back on the headset. Khan's gonna tag out, go back to the desk.
Indeed, and now again,
Back
very sizable lead for Drewtwo at the moment, percentage-wise. Wing is online though, so is Rage. I keep bringing up Rage because it is such an X factor. We see it time and time again how the lack of Rage can avoid kills, but again, with a character like Sephiroth who hits as hard as he does, it can be very strong. Case in point, big forward smash there, getting Drewtwo down to his last stock and potentially inching us towards a game 4.
Yeah, very good momentum here for Vayne. Maybe get something on the board, find what he needs to maybe make this a little more serious.
Yeah, big up B though. That's going to be enough to kill across the stage. Last stock, potentially tournament stock here for LostVayne. Needs to be able to stay alive, and we're already seeing a lot of this explosiveness coming out from Drewtwo. The B Brawler doing some phenomenal work as well. You said Drewtwo was primarily a hero player, correct?
Yes.
So again, definitely an interesting choice, but honestly, I kind of like the direction, especially not trying to get into a sword battle against Sephiroth. I think that's like a good mentality to go in with.
And I think like for Drewtwo's bracket path, I've been seeing him use a lot of the Brawler, not just like initially, but also like in addition to hero, based on like who he's had to play so far. Almost, but that's more of a behind hitbox.
Yeah.
But the up smash is just going to take care of it. LostVayne out at a respectable 13th. Drewtwo is going to move on to a top 8 losers qualify. That's why
and the stare down.
That's why he's GOAT.
We love that energy, man.
All right. So it looks like, is this going to be it for side stream?